here. You know, you've got stay the course written down there below you. Many people in their early 20s would say, Jesus, 50-year-olds with 20 years experience are leaving the game. What hope have I got? What would you say to someone that, okay, you got as much experience as anyone. 9 years at 24, man, incredible. But your youth is still going to be a challenge where if all things were equal and you're up against an equally skilled 45-year-old, you're going to have a challenge. So what would you say to that young person who may see youth as a disadvantage, may see early 20s as something, I can't do it, particularly in this time where we're in unique circumstances? What would your advice be to that young person who's got their heart set on this?
I guess it goes along the lines of Jodie Curran speaking before, and what she was saying is that it's business as usual, and not pretend, but act as if it is day one. Prospecting isn't going to change. People always need a roof over their head, so real estate will always continue. You do have to do your follow-up. We take advantage of a lot of online lead generators, and that's been a great database builder for us. And with that, you can capitalise on, even if it is a desktop appraisal, if they don't want you to come out and do a walk through the house, you can capitalise on that and do a letterbox drop of the street. I've just done an appraisal in your street. I know some people do the 6, 6 and 12 method, but I end up just dropping the whole street. And you do build a database that way, and then you can really start to manage that database and what buyers are active and what sellers are 3 months away, 6 months away, 12 months away. But just stay positive, use your age as enthusiasm instead of hesitating or moping that the COVID situation, we're all doomed. That's not going to get you anywhere. You just got to keep on keeping on, and When Jodie said that, what did she say? She said that when sellers are ready, they will sell, and we're in the same boat. Like we're not pushing people to sell now, and we're not advising them to wait till later. It's when they're ready. We're still getting the results. I've sold 3 this week, so I can talk to clients and tell them that there's still activity in the market. And, we haven't sort of been affected price-wise as yet, in my opinion.
Beautiful. And selling 3 in a week, you can certainly say with, authenticity, that recommend, hey, there's still stuff going around. Who knows what's going to be in the future, but this week, 3. Yeah. Okay, so Amber's going to join us. That's wonderful. So I tell you, this woman who's about to join us, Amber Wershen, when she was your age, she was doing multiple millions. So it's going to be great for you to hear from her. Let me ask you one thing. You saw firsthand, as an observer, a change in the way Scott did business from sort of real estate agent to more community leader, local kind of legend. Give us your observation as someone who saw it firsthand from right beside him, because you were working in that office as you witnessed Scott go and build 4510 TV and build that community kind of local hero presence and things. Give us your take on how that worked and what it resulted in for the company and for him personally.
Yeah, sure. So Scott, he's a brother to me. He's a fatherly figure. He's my boss, co-agent. So love you, Scotty. Thanks, mate. What he's done with 4510 TV is incredible. Interviewing local businesses and being the man in front of the camera and the local expert. But what it's done from a business point of view, I guess, is we probably don't have to prospect as hard as most agents would in our position, I guess. We have a lot of business coming to us because of Scott being that main sort of presence. We really benefit from that, and not only that, but just local exposure, even from people who aren't necessarily interested in real estate. You do become that community involved agent, and even being under Scott's wing, I've had some recognition regarding 4510 TV. So. Yeah, it's been amazing, and he's a legend at what he does, and he speaks well in front of the camera. I've got a lot to learn from him, even more still.
Wonderful, Jarrod. Well, thank you. And Amber's joined us. Have you got some sound there, Amber?
Yes.
Welcome, Amber.
Sorry.
Oh, perfect. Hello. Thank you for jumping on. Oh, wonderful. Amber, meet the Amber Wershen of the future. Young Scott here is 24 years old and has been... sorry, what did I say?
Scott.
Sorry, Scott's his boss. I've been going since 6
Don't
a.m.
worry,
I
it's
haven't
not the
shut
first
up
time
yet.
that's happened, trust me.
I haven't shut up since 6 a.m. But he's 24, 9 years experience. So like you, started in his teens,
Yes.
and doing some amazing things up there. So I'm glad you guys get to cross paths here.
Yeah, good. How you going? Jarrod, Scott, whatever you want to be called.
Jarrod Willis. Sorry, my apologies. Scott Lackman is his boss. So I'm a silly bugger.
Hi, Emma. I have seen you speak
Hi.
at some of Glenn's events, so appreciate meeting you virtually.
Thank you. You too.
What advice so Jarrod does sort of we've been hanging for a little bit and sort of talking about a variety of different things, but just purely with age in mind, as someone who excelled at a young age in your early 20s, what advice would you give someone in their early to mid 20s who with some experience but in the middle of this sort of unique marketplace? What advice would you give Jarrod and all the other folks in there with youth? If they have vision to, go on and create a lifetime business out of this with the success that you enjoyed both then and now?
I've always said that it's an issue. Age is an issue if it's an issue for you. And I think that applies whether you're 18 or 80, to be honest. And I know people that are 18, and I started when I was 18, and then there are still people that are nearly 80 who sell and are successful. So I think it's all what's in here.
Yeah.
More about your energy rather than the age. Yeah.
So even when I'm recruiting, I don't even care about their age. It's how they deliver. So to be honest, I was watching you before, Jarrod, and I thought you were older than that. So you don't even need to cover the age thing. And that's not a bad thing. When you're 24, it's okay to look older, isn't it?
No, yeah, it is. It's good. Thank you.
Yeah, for
Must
blokes,
be the moustache.
Yeah, it's definitely the moustache.
was that a Movember thing that you decided to keep?
It was, yes. Yes and no. A moustache has been in every one of my male family members, so it's only fitting that I continue the tradition, and it's certainly grown on me.
I couldn't pull it off, mate. I tell you, mine is horrible, so I'll just do this rubbish.
It has helped with the maturity in real estate, definitely.
Definitely. Well, Jarrod Willis, thank you for jumping on, mate. It's an honour that both, being that tiny part that I've played in it, and pass my regards to Scott, and mate, all the best with everything, and know that we're always there for you. So, mate, holler when you need us, my man.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the time in the spotlight, and see you next time.
Well deserved, Jarrod. Thanks, mate.
Thanks so
See
much.
you, bud.
Cheers.
Alrighty. So, wow. Good to see you again, Amber. Thank you for jumping on.
Thanks for having me.
No, always a pleasure. We're in a unique time. What would be before we get on to some of the nitty gritty, because you've got so much